Market lights open late, under cables and old rain. A folding chair drags on concrete, then the whole lane moves again. Motorbikes wait by the corner, helmets shining under signs. One driver checks his phone twice, then disappears between the lines. The food stall breathing oil, the fan turns slow and black. A plastic bag swings from a handlebar, like it might not make it back. Down the soil the puddles carry red light, white light, faces split. A man counts change without looking, like the coins already told him it. No postcard sky above the wires, no golden story, no clean frame. Just heat caught under the awnings, and the road still saying rain. Market lights open late, smoke on the street, rain in the plate. Market lights open late, the city stays awake without raising its voice. A 7-Eleven door slides open, cold air spills onto the curb. Someone laughs beside the freezer, then swallows half the word. The taxi meter blinks in red, a tiny heart with no patience. The driver leans into the window and names a place like a question. Somewhere a shutter opens halfway, just enough for one hand to pass a bowl through garlic smoke and vanish back behind the fan. The spirit house beside the driveway keeps its orange bottle still. Two straws point toward the traffic like they know something we never will. Bangkok sticks to the wrist, fried air, wet bills, blue exhaust. I keep walking through the heat like I borrowed it and got lost. Market lights open late, smoke on the street, rain in the plate. Market lights open late, the city stays awake without raising its voice. The tuk-tuk coughs at the red light, then laughs in colored smoke. Its roof holds the last rain like a secret it almost broke. A woman wipes the table once, then again, and lets it shine. The water pulls the neon down and stretches it into a line. There is music from a clothes shop, thin bass through a shutter door. Not enough to dance to, just enough to remember the floor. A child sleeps behind the stall, beside boxes of bottled tea. His dream turns with the ceiling fan, slow and unevenly. The night market does not glitter clean, it leans, it sweats, it stays. It keeps the heat in plastic chairs and lets the small lights fray. Maybe the city is a kitchen with every back door open. Maybe the night is only crowded, not dark, not broken. A coin rolls under a table and nobody bends to see. Some lost things are allowed tonight to choose where they should be. Market lights open late, smoke on the street, rain in the plate. Market lights open late, the city stays awake without raising its voice. One stall closes, three stay open. One bike leaves, two turn, and the road keeps holding yesterday's rain under tonight's thin skin. Market lights open late, under cables, under heat. Bangkok lowers its voice, but never goes to sleep. leaves the road unfinished under tires and a wire. A tuk-tuk turns the corner with its roof still holding fire. The motorbike queue leans forward, orange vest dark from the storm. One driver wipes his mirror twice, then lets the blur stay warm. A plastic curtain at the food stall keeps touching someone's shoulder. The pan says something in hot oil, then forgets it as it's older. The 7-Eleven door slides open, cold air falls onto the curb. A girl laughs beside the freezer, then cuts the laugh in thirds. Sukhumvit hums behind the lane, not loud, just hard to stop. The rainwater carries neon to a drain beside the shop. After rain, the street does not begin again. It only turns its face and keeps the heat inside the lane. A taxi meter blinks in red like a tiny tired animal. The driver names a crossing as if the night might answer him. Down the Sawyer shutter opens, not enough to call it open, just enough for one hand passing soup through garlic-colored smoke. Someone counts coins on a table without looking at the money. Some people know the evening by the weight of what is small. A spirit house by the driveway keeps its orange bottle still. Two straws lean toward the traffic with the patience almost real. No postcard moon above the block, just tables, vents and steam. Balconies stacked like shelves for shirts that never dry clean. After rain, the city does not say its name. It moves below the awnings and comes back under every wheel. The tuk-tuk coughs at the red light, then laughs in colored smoke. Its mirror catches half a face, then gives it back, half broke. A woman wipes the table once, then again, then lets it shine. The water pulls the yellow sign and stretches it into a line. There is music from a clothes shop, thin bass through a shutter door. Not enough to dance to, just enough to trust the floor. A child sleeps behind the stall, beside boxes of bottled tea. His dream turns with the ceiling fan, slow and unevenly. Bangkok sticks to the wrist, fried air, wet bills, blue exhaust. I keep walking through the heat like something borrowed and half lost. No one asks the rain to leave, no one thanks it when it goes. The street just turns itself over and shows another face below. A receipt folds near the curb like a fish with paper bones. Small things learn the water better than we learn the road. After rain, the city does not start again. It keeps the night in motion without asking us to move. A bus sighs beyond the corner with windows full of ghosts. Every passenger looks almost home, every light looks almost close. The wires hang over everything like thoughts nobody finished. One sign buzzes, one fan turns, one flame keeps changing color. The market is not singing, it is counting under breath. Plastic chairs, metal spoons, ice bags sweating themselves thin. A motorbike cuts through puddles, the reflection breaks in two, then joins itself behind the wheel like nothing happened to the blue. I walk until the street feels wider, then narrow again with smoke. Bangkok lowers down its voice, but never lets it go. After rain, the lights keep floating under wheels, under feet. After rain, the stalls keep breathing warm oil, wet street. No big ending, no clean silence, just the fan, the lane, the heat. A tuk-tuk turns the corner, and the night keeps counting soft. Plastic chair waits crooked under a table with one short leg. Somebody fixed it with folded paper from a receipt that lost its date. The fan turns over the food stall, slow as a tired animal, pushing smoke across the alley without changing where it goes. A man sits there with iced coffee, black straw bin at the top. He looks at nothing for a while, like nothing owes him an answer. The street keeps moving beside him, bikes, sandals, steam, small bags. One wheel cuts the rainwater open, then leaves it to close itself back. There is wisdom in cheap furniture, and things made to stack and stay. In a chair that knows everybody will leave before the night does. Plastic chair, wet street, small light under everything. No big lesson, no clean line, just the heat taking its time. A plate of rice arrives quietly, with the spoon on the left side. The vendor does not ask questions, the chili waits like a red eye. Across the lane a shutter trembles, half open, half asleep. A hand comes out with two clear bags, one soup, one full of heat. The man counts coins on his palm, not enough to be dramatic, just enough to make a sound that the table understands. Bangkok leans into the evening, not soft, not sharp, just near. A motorbike coughs through blue exhaust, then disappears behind beer signs. Someone laughs under the awning, someone coughs beside the grill. Someone says a place named fast, and the taxi stands still. Plastic chair, wet street, small light under everything. No big lesson, no clean line, just the heat taking its time. The chair has four legs, but one remembers the rain, one remembers spilled soup, one remembers somebody waiting. The last one points outward toward the lane and its small machines, toward the wire shadow on the pavement, toward the dog asleep between dreams. A 7-Eleven bag slides by, caught in water near the drain. White, green, red, almost a flag for countries without a name. Above the shop laundry hangs like quiet unfinished sentences, shirts that could belong to anyone, slowly learning the smell of oil. The man lifts his glass once, ice knocking like old teeth, then sets it down so carefully the table almost believes him. Maybe a chair is a question with room for only one body. Maybe the street is an answer that keeps changing its story. Maybe the night sits down too, when no one is watching. Knees apart, elbows tired, counting smoke in the fan. Plastic chair, wet street, small light under everything. No big lesson, no clean line, just the heat taking its time. Past midnight, nothing ends clean, the market only thins out. One star folds into metal, one flame keeps thinking aloud. A driver sleeps across his bike, helmet hanging from the handle. His phone lights up, then goes dark like a fish turning in black water. The chair remains by the table, holding the shape of someone gone. A small pool under the seat keeps the yellow sign broken. There are places that do not explain why they make you stay, they just offer rain. Rice, smoke in a corner, out of the way. I leave without finishing my thought, the chair keeps the rest for me. Bangkok lowers its shoulders, and the night moves moves carefully. Plastic chair, wet street, fan, shadow, metal feet. One light stays, one wheel turns, one bowl cools in the heat. No big ending, no clean line, just the city taking its time.
The tea is too sweet at midnight. Orange cloud under crushed ice. A plastic cup sweats on the table like it knows more than I do. The straw bends without complaint toward the corner of my mouth. One fan turns above the stall and moves the heat around. No one here is trying to be quiet, but nothing feels loud enough to leave. A spoon touches metal once, then the street goes back to breathing. The woman behind the counter keeps her towel on one shoulder. She looks through steam and traffic as if both are the same weather. A motorbike waits at the curb with one foot holding up the night. The rider checks the road, not the sky, then disappears through yellow light. Too sweet, too late. The ice keeps knocking softly. Too sweet, too late. The city does not change key. A receipt curls by the sugar jar, thin as a tired leaf. Someone wrote a number on it, then let the rain decide. The 7-Eleven sign across the lane blinks without any drama. Green, red, white, then green again, like a small machine for staying awake. Down the Sawyer shutter trembles, half open, half closed. A hand passes out a plastic bag with soup breathing through the knot. The night is not romantic here, it has grease on both hands. It counts coins, wipes tables, and forgets who asked for change. I take another sip of tea, too orange, too cold, too kind. Some flavors do not explain themselves, they just sit beside the time. Too sweet, too late. The ice keeps knocking softly. Too sweet, too late. The city does not change key. The road keeps old rain underneath, even after the top looks dry. Every tire brings back a little shine, then leaves it broken behind. A small dog sleeps under the chair, nose close to a paper plate. A stream moves once through its feet, then settles back into the heat. There is music somewhere nearby, but it does not ask to be found. Thin bass behind a shutter, a snare like cardboard turned around. The tea gets weaker as it melts, the cup gets lighter in my hand. Midnight leans across the table without needing to sit down. Bangkok keeps its voice low now, not silent, only warm. One light buzzes over the awning, like a thought that stayed too long. Maybe sweetness is just delayed, something bright before it disappears. Maybe the ice is counting down without making it clear. Maybe the night is easier when nothing has to arrive. Just cups, chairs, smoke, and a fan keeping time. Too sweet, too late. The ice keeps knocking softly. Too sweet, too late. The city does not change key. The cup goes pale at the bottom. The table keeps a wet ring. A bike turns somewhere behind me. city, staying with it.
From the west side of the river, I see the bridge hold one long breath. Rama 8 in thin gold lines drawn carefully across the dark. A ferry horn folds through the water, low enough to miss at first. Then the windows answer one by one with lamps above the pier.
I do not name the feeling.
I let the boats do that.
Black shapes carrying small departures.
Past ropes, poles, and sleeping flags.
The river keeps no straight opinion.
It bends around the city's weight.
Grand palace roofs are far from here,
but their edges still remember light.
From a room above Phranicon, I watch the curtains move and stop. The air conditioner clicks softly, like a clock with nothing to prove.
A white towel hangs on the
balcony, not waving, only listening. Below, a long tailboat passes,
and the glass forgets my face.
Somewhere near Banglamfu,
a guitar misses two notes.
Not wrong enough to matter,
not right enough to keep.
I place my cup beside the window
and leave it there untouched.
Some nights are not for drinking,
only for holding something still.
River window bridge light.
Nothing rises, nothing breaks.
River window bridge light.
The water keeps the same mistake. A hotel sign loses one letter, then becomes more honest. A bellboy crosses the lobby with his tie loosened at the neck. On the pier, a guard in brown checks the chain with one finger, as if the whole night depends on a link no one else sees. The boats arrive already leaving.
The ropes knock once and fall.
Every passenger steps out,
carrying a different temperature.
I hear dishes from an unseen kitchen.
Elevator doors, a child awake.
Bangkok does not need a crowd
to sound like many lives at once.
The temple roof beyond the road
is almost not a shape,
only a darker cut of darkness
with a quiet edge of gold.
A gecko clicks behind the frame,
then disappears into the wall.
Small punctuation for a sentence.
The room refuses to finish.
I think of Dawnbury light
shaking under passing boats,
each one briefly double,
then return to being alone.
A map on the desk curls upward
at the corners from the damp
sad horn, deuced old blue lines,
places printed flatter than they feel. River window bridge light.
Nothing rises, nothing breaks.
River window bridge light.
The water keeps the same mistake. Maybe the bridge is not crossing.
Maybe it is only resting there.
Maybe the room is not waiting.
Maybe it is only full of air.
Between the pier and the ceiling,
between the boat and the glass,
the night holds itself together
without asking us to ask.
A monk in saffron at the corner becomes color before a person.
Then the taxi passes through him
in the reflection of a door.
I turn my phone face down
so the hour cannot find me.
The river has its own numbers
moving under the bridge.
The curtains lift once more,
then settle back like eyelids.
I hear a suitcase in the hall
and someone trying not to roll it loud.
The city is not far below, but it does not climb up here.
Its ends only pieces.
Horn, light, water, engine. River, window, bridge, light.
Nothing rises, nothing breaks.
River, window, bridge, light.
The water keeps the same mistake.
Rama 8 holds the dark. The river carries the lamps.
One room, one pier, one boat, one glass.
No ending in the current.
No answer in the height.
Only Bangkok, almost quiet.
Keeping both sides in sight. The train slides over on Nut, with its windows lit in rows. Faces looking through their phones above a road that never closes. Under the track of vendor packs, rubber bands around clear bags. One suit, one rice, one quiet dinner, swinging from a handlebar. A condo tower blinks and squares, 20 floors of almost sleep. Someone waters balcony plants at a minute close to midnight. The station stairs hold footsteps for less than half a breath, then give them to the towels below, where the cleaners move like weather. I stand beside a vending machine that hums in perfect patience. One can drops, then settles hard like a thought arriving late. Last train over on Nut, small lights over small rooms. Nothing has to be remembered, nothing leaves too soon. Yeah. Ekamai's 3 stops west, but the sign says it without desire. Green letters, white arrows, a city made of quiet instructions. A security guard outside the lobby leans back into a plastic chair. Not sleeping, not fully awake, just balanced between the two. The escalator keeps going, though nobody steps on a silver river with no water, carrying the same empty stare. Motorbikes gather near the curb, helmets under seat hooks. One rider scrolls with both thumbs while his engine thinks softly. The air is not fresh here, but it belongs to everyone. Air conditioner breath, laundry soap, and the small electric smell of rain. Last train over on Nut, small lights over small rooms. Nothing has to be remembered, nothing leaves too soon. Past the ticket gates, a woman folds her work shirt into a tote. She has already left the office, but the office follows in the cloth. A boy in school uniform carries noodles in one hand. The other guards a cracked phone screen like a window into elsewhere. The train doors open then close with the calm of a practiced mouth. People in without drama, people leave without goodbye. Bangkok turns domestic up here, less postcard, more ceiling fan. Less temple roof, more water tank, more keys held between fingers. Somewhere behind the station, a dog barks at a delivery bag. The rider checks the building number and points his bike at a tower. Maybe the city is not wide, maybe it is only stacked. Room above room, track above road, light above light. Maybe the night does not deepen, it only changes floors. I ride one stop without reason, just to watch the road divide. Billboards, wires, parking lots are flattened under glass. A man sleeps standing up with one hand on the pole. The train carries his tired body more gently than the day did. If rocking on doors open and a warm crowd breathes in, someone says sorry in a whisper, though no one seems to mind. The map above the door glows green like a vein under skin. Each station a small decision already made by someone else. When I step back into the night, the stairs return me to traffic, but the train keeps moving overhead like a room that learned to fly. Last train over on us, small lights over small rooms. Nothing has to be remembered, nothing leaves too soon. The track keeps its silver line above roofs, shops and sleep. One train leaves the platform, another light stays green. On the Ekamai, names passing without weight. Bangkok lifts its tired rooms and carries them late.
The old wall keeps its broken line beside the moat at 2 a.m. Not guarding anything now, just remembering how to stand. A red song fuel passes empty with dust along the side. Its tail lights make 2 small wounds, then close inside the road. Closed cafes sleep behind wood, plants leaning into the glass. A chalkboard menu faces inward, like it changed its mind. No river noise, no train above, only tires around the square. Chiang Mai holds the night lower, closer to the ground. The temple roof beyond the corner does not shine. It waits, dark edges folded carefully over a courtyard full of shade. Old wall, slow road, the city keeps its shape. Old wall, low light, nothing hurries away. A bicycle leans by the gate with a basket full of air. Someone left a helmet hanging from the handle like a moon. Dogs cross the lane in pairs, not lost, just undecided. Their shadows touch the white line, then separate without sound. The moat carries no reflection, only a thin, unsettled black. A leaf turns once near the surface, and the night turns with it. I pass what Phraya sing on foot without asking it for meaning. Some buildings are more quiet when nobody wants a picture. A room above a guest house keeps one lamp on too late. Curtains open, suitcase closed, a fan drawing circles on the wall. Old wall, slow road, the city keeps its shape. Old wall, low light, nothing hurries away. The northern air feels drier, but still knows how to stay. It gathers under my collar and waits for morning slowly. A shutter clicks from somewhere, maybe metal, maybe sleep. Then a gecko writes one sound on the back of the heat. Ratchadam known as almost empty without the Sunday crowd. The shops hold folded color behind locks and cloth. A monk's robe on a railing becomes orange before sunrise. Not moving, not displayed, just left there with the dark. I hear a scooter far behind me, a softer way of changing. Maybe the wall is not history. Maybe it is only a pause. Maybe the moat is not water. Maybe it is a line the night draws between the gate and the temple, between the road and the room. The city keeps one quiet circle and lets me walk through. A lantern frame above a doorway has no light inside. Its paper skin remembers festivals without needing to repeat them. The market from earlier is gone. Only tape marks on the stone. Places where tables stood now hold the shape of leaving. I stop near the fake gate, not because it is famous, but because the open space makes my thoughts arrive late. A red truck slows then rolls on. No one waves, no one calls. Its engine keeps a small rhythm under the wall's old silence. Chiang Mai does not lower its voice. It begins there from the start. A city built around a square, and a night built around one breath. Old wall, slow road. The city keeps its shape. Old wall, low light. Nothing hurries away. Moat road, gate shadow. One lamp above the stair. Old wall, slow road. Dry leaves in the air. No clean ending, no bright turn. Just the circle and the stone. Chiang Mai keeps walking softly after everyone goes home.
Yeah. The bus window shakes a little on the road above Phuket town. Not enough to wake the driver, not enough to change the view. Old shop houses keep their color under shutters pulled halfway. Green, cream, rose, and shadow, all tired from the sun. No beach in this part of night, no postcard water, no white sand. Just a hill road bending slowly, and a phone light in one hand. A gold shop sign is sleeping behind its metal teeth. The street lamp makes the sidewalk look softer than it is. Somewhere far below the houses, the port holds a line of lamps. Small yellow marks on blackness, too still to be stars. Bus window, hill road. The town moves under glass. Bus window, low glow. Nothing needs to pass too fast. A woman boards with two bags, one blue, one full of fruit. She sits without looking around, like the seat already knew her. The driver keeps one hand loose on the wheel on the night. The other taps a rhythm too small to become music. A dog crosses by the pharmacy, then changes its mind halfway. Standing in the empty lane as if listening to the slope. The old town arches repeat above doors that do not open. Curves painted into darkness, holding rooms I cannot see. I count the curves then stop. Numbers feel wrong here. The road does not go forward, it only folds and appears. Bus window, hill road. The town moves under glass. Bus window, low glow. nothing needs to pass too fast. A convenience store at the corner throws white light on parked scooters, helmets hanging from the handles like small planets without weather. Someone drinks from a paper cup beside a stack of water crates. The ice machine groans once, then returns to being useful. Above the shop, a balcony holds a towel and one blue chair. Not arranged, not abandoned, just living without performance. The sea is somewhere behind this, but nobody points at it. Tonight belongs to the back roads and the rooms above repair shops. A lizard pauses on the wall, flat as a dropped leaf, then slips into a crack where the paint is open. Maybe an island has two nights, one for the pictures, one for the workers going home. Maybe the hill remembers both, but says neither out loud. Between the port and the guest house, between the bus and the bend, the town keeps its quieter weather. Under every painted wall, at the next stop no one waits, but the bus slows down anyway. Habit is another passenger that never has to pay. A boy in sandals carries bread under his arm like documents. His mother calls from somewhere behind a gate with peeling blue. The driver turns the radio lower, not off, just lower. A voice remains behind the static like someone in another room. The road climbs once, then levels, and the windows catch the town. Old roofs, dark trees, port lamps, all briefly held together. I lean my head against the glass and let the shake decide which thoughts stay in the sea, which ones roll down the aisle. Bus window, hill road, the town moves under glass. Bus window, low glow, nothing needs to pass too fast. No beach, no blue morning, no postcard in the frame, only shop house color and the bus no in the lane. Phuket keeps another night behind the souvenir light. Slow wheels, closed doors, port lamps out of sight. A dog sleeps by the old bricks, outside the reach of the lamp. A Ayutthaya holds its ruins, like teeth behind a closed mouth.
The tourist road is empty now, bicycles locked in a row.
The baskets full of darkness, their bells forgetting sound.
A temple wall leans into night,
not falling, not standing proud,
just keeping the weight of years.
Where the grass is thinned out,
I pass a sign with faded letters,
and do not try to read.
Some places ask for less from us than cameras ever give.
From the noodle shop doorway, I watch the chairs turned over,
metal legs pointing upward,
like insects gone to sleep.
The broth has cooled in the kitchen,
the floor still smells of lime.
My mother counts the last small bills without lifting her eyes.
A calendar with a monk's picture
hangs crooked by the fan.
Tomorrow's page already waiting for another ordinary hand.
Outside the ruins do not glow, they simply take the dark,
stone by stone, quiet enough
to make the town feel far. Old bricks, low river, nothing moves too much. Old bricks, low river.
The night remembers without touch. The Chao Phraya is somewhere near, but here it arrives as air. damp around the ankles, cooler than the road. A pickup passes once, with blue crates tied in back. The rope hums against the metal, then the corner takes it all. No skyline presses down here, no train above the street. Only wires, trees, a temple dog, and dust that knows my feet. I stop near a broken wall, where roots have learned the cracks.
The stone accepts the shape of them without calling it repair.
A boy rides past with no light,
Holding bread against his chest.
he knows the holes in the pavement
Better than the moon knows him.
The shop across the lane
Still keeps its TV talking.
Green faces in the blue glow.
Nobody watching from the room.
I rinse 2 glasses slowly,
Though they have already dried.
Sometimes work continues
After the reason has gone quiet.
The dog outside turns once,
Then lowers its head again.
as if guarding not the ruins,
But the space around them. Old bricks, low river, nothing moves too much. Old bricks, low river, the night remembers without touch.
Maybe the stones are not ancient,
Maybe they are only tired.
maybe the town is not sleeping.
Maybe it is saving fire.
Between the shop and the wall,
Between the dog and the road.
the dark keeps every outline.
But lets the names go.
A bicycle chain taps once, when the wind moves through the wheel.
Small sound, almost nothing.
But the ruins seem to hear.
The old capital keeps no crown tonight.
No gold, no lesson, no guide,
Only bricks under tree shade.
and a dog breathing at the side.
I turn the last chair upside down.
And the room becomes a diagram.
4 legs in the air.
1 table,
1 bulb, 1 fan.
the street outside is wider now.
Without voices crossing it.
Ayodhya does not disappear.
It only lowers every edge. Old bricks, low river, nothing moves too much. Old bricks, low river, the night remembers without touch.
Dog by the ruins,
Bicycle shadow,
closed shop, low water,
brick dust, narrow road.
no bright ending.
No story to prove.
Ayodhya keeps the dark.
And lets the quiet move. The taxi starts before sunrise, with the meter already awake. Done wing written in green above a road with no questions. The driver says almost nothing, one hand resting near the wheel. The other taps the window switch as if checking if the night is real. Buildings pass with their eyes closed, balconies stacked in pale rows. Laundry still hanging from yesterday, not ready to become morning. A suitcase leans in the back seat, its handle cold against my knee. Everything I carried here sounds smaller when it leaves. No market voice, no river light, no wall, no old stone, no beach. Only lanes opening forward and the soft click of the indicator. Before sunrise, nothing ends. The road just changes color. Before sunrise, Bangkok stays under as the sky begins to thin. Faces selling something cheerful fade before they can explain. At a red light near Laxi, 3 taxis wait in line, their roof lamps glowing softly like candles under glass. The city is not awake yet, but it has stopped pretending sleep. A guard lifts a metal gate with both hands and no drama. The radio plays too quietly to become a song. Just a voice moving through static and leaving no address. I watch the flyover curve ahead, a gray ribbon without memory. Cars spaced out like thoughts, too early to touch each other. Before sunrise, nothing ends. The road just changes color. Before sunrise, Bangkok stays under the breath of another hour. Near the airport entrance, the signs grow larger than the streets. Arrows, numbers, terminal doors, all calm as instructions in a dream. A man in uniform pulls a cart across the empty curb. Its wheels make one dry rhythm, then disappear under glass. Someone sleeps on a metal bench with a backpack for a pillow. The fluorescent light above them does not know how to be gentle. Coffee machines blink inside behind doors not open yet. Paper cups stack like small towers, waiting for tired hands. The departure board keeps changing without raising its voice. Cities turning into numbers, numbers turning into time. Maybe leaving is not movement, maybe it is only sorting. What stays in the body, what stays in the room, what stays under the city. Maybe morning is not arrival, maybe it is only the dark learning a different name. I step out at the curbside and the air feels almost blue. Not cool, not warm, just unfinished, like a sentence left on screen. A taxi pulls away slowly, red lights shrinking into line. One more small machine returning to the road. Inside the glass, people wait with passports, phones, soft faces. Nobody looks heroic, everybody looks between. I do not turn this into meaning, I let the ceiling lights remain. Let the wheels, signs, gates keep their ordinary names. Bangkok is behind me now, but not far enough to vanish. It sits in the folds of my shirt, in the quiet under my language. Before sunrise, nothing ends. The road just changes color. Before sunrise, Bangkok stays under the breath of another hour. Tunneling before sunrise, one cart, one gate, one line, pale sky over the terminal. Last night, still inside. No clean goodbye, no final bright chord, just the road going back, and the morning not yet sure.